Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing another versus video. This one we're going to be doing Beta from The Walking Dead with his Mega Horde versus the Rat King from The Last of Us Part 2. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another video. We're going to do another versus video. This one is for Walking Dead Beta versus the Rat King. So, we're going to be basically taking Beta's zombie horde that we saw in the Season 10 finale with, of course, you know, all the whispers inside and everybody involved in that huge mega horde that attacked our characters versus the Rat King from The Last of Us Part 2 video game, which was indestructible as hell. So, we're going to go through both of these, which one's more powerful, which one ultimately could win. I'm not even really going to do categories for this one because this one is just, you know, really two armies really just versus each other. So we're just going to kind of discuss each side and which one we think overall is more powerful and which one we think ultimately would win. So this one won the vote this week. Very, very awesome one too. It's a very unique one. And well, basically to kind of get into this just right away, this is very, very hard to say because Beta in The Walking Dead had a very big group of walkers. I would still argue to this day, it's the biggest zombie horde we ever saw in the Walking Dead universe. Now, the one thing about it as well, too, that you have to also add insult to injury is that we have whispers that are inside. Now, they have knives. They don't necessarily have that many firearms. If they do, it's like little double barrels or whatever. The whispers don't necessarily have firearms. So, the most part, they carry knives, which they make pretty obvious. And obviously, Beta's, you know, group of whispers, there's not many left by that point, but there's at least a couple dozen, I'd like to argue, blended into this, you know, zombie horde. Now, in terms of how many zombies Beta has, I would definitely say he has a good few thousand, at least. It's a really big amount. It's probably, honestly, 10,000, you know, maybe 20,000, you know? I wouldn't be shocked, to be honest. It would not shock me at all. The horde was huge. It was absolutely humongous. Now, comparing that to, of course, The Last of Us with the Rat King, you know, in that version too, Abby in particular had to fight that thing, and it was not easy. I mean, she had firearms with her, she had explosives with her, she was wrestling with that thing for like a good, like 5-some minutes. I remember how difficult it was to fight that thing when I was playing that game. It was very difficult, and I got to admit, it is a very, very tough task to take that thing down. It is really, really difficult. So comparing those two and kind of, you know, morphing them together, this is what I would overall say about them is that, you know, they are both very indestructible, though our characters in the original Walking Dead were able to go through the horde, take out the whispers, and then, you know, of course, lead them off a cliff. The Rat King, you cannot just lead off a cliff and be like, hey, follow me, go this way, you know, like, you can't do that. It's not as easy, you know. That thing will kill you before you can even get close to the cliff, you know. It comes right at you, you know. So, in terms of that, I feel like it's going to be a pretty unfair advantage now, but, you know, as tough as I think Beta's horde is, and I do think that Beta himself is very tough, and I think he could get a few hits in for sure, I just don't see a scenario where the Rat King would lose here. I really don't, because think about it, they don't have any explosives with them. They're not focusing on this whatsoever. I don't think that the Rat King would be able to just, you know, stand down. I feel like what's going to end up happening is that Beta and the Whispers will be inside the horde trying to control them a certain way. The Rat King will end up showing up. The Whispers will pull out their knives. That'll do absolutely nothing as this thing just, like, runs over them. And then Beta will probably get a good few hits in. I think the Rat King would be very damaged. That's for sure. It would. But I think after that, the Rat King would literally just go through that horde and take the thing out. I'm going to be honest. I do think that the Rat King would ultimately win. Yes, I recognize that Beta's horde is big, that it's a huge zombie horde, but it's zombies. They're dumb. They just walk, you know. Now, if this was a group of variant walkers, then okay, there's a bigger discussion to be had here. But unless you're going over, you know, variants or some of the France walkers that we've seen, if it's like a horde of that, then okay, maybe they're a bit more aggressive, maybe you have a bit more of a chance. But in terms of just this, I would say Beta's horde, not easily. I do think they put up a good fight. I do think it would be a bit of a struggle, but I think ultimately to kind of finalize, I would say that, yeah, the Rat King would definitely win. I just don't see a scenario where Beta and them would remain on top. I really don't. But of course, I would love to hear your opinions. Do you think that the Rat King would beat Beta's horde, or do you think Beta would find a way to beat the Rat King? Let me know. So, Post comments down below. Very, very unique suggestion. Thank you all for all the people that voted for it, of course. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos to The Walking Dead or The Last of Us. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.